In this video, we are going to finish up our discussion on our introduction to IVPs. They're not going to go away. We're going to use them all semester. So given this function is a solution to differential equation, so we don't have to verify. Didn't say verify, didn't say determine if it is. We don't have to do any of that. With the initial condition, they gave us that, y of 0 equals -1. And then we have this new thing that wasn't defined for us yet, this interval of definition. What this means is we are going to find when does our solution exist. But as of right now, it's very hard to determine that because of that plus c. So we are going to determine our plus c. So we have y equals 1 over x squared plus c. And then we also have this condition y of 0 equals -1. So we're going to plug that in to solve for our c. So y is -1. And then we got 1 over, okay, x is 0, I get c. Okay, if I multiply both sides by c and divide by -1, I get c is -1. Or you can just eyeball that. 1 divided by what is -1. All right, so I know my solution then is 1 over x squared minus 1. What we're looking for when we do interval of definition is really it's a domain thing. And we're going to be dealing with some stuff later, and we'll do more of these to get more of a hands-on feel for it, because there are going to be several things we're going to try to determine. Right here, all we have to determine is the domain of y, and then we got to think about our initial condition. So domain, remember we have this fraction here on the bottom, a fraction with the denominator. We can factor this, and this is going to help us determine what x can't be. All right, this tells me x can't be -1 and 1. So I'm going to write this out. The domain of y is equal to, okay, if I use interval notation, -infinity to -1, union with -1 to 1, union 1 to infinity. That is my domain. Now, the initial condition was y of 0 equals -1. We have to pick an interval, and we only get one open interval. We want to pick the biggest one we can grab with this initial condition inside of it. So this was x, so that's what we're looking at. X fits in right here. So the interval of definition, and then from now on you can just call it interval or I. So we'll call it, like, we'll do this. Say I colon, okay, that's a -1 to 1. That is my interval of definition because the function is defined at that, and the IVP, the initial condition, is also inside that interval.